One moment. All right. Hello, my name is Terry. This is a yoga class for everybody. It's suited just about for anybody that wants to do yoga. It's going from beginning to moderate, somewhere in there, somewhere in that range. I've been working at the Y for about 2 years now. I really like working at the Y. It's a great bunch of people to work with. And we have a few moments here. Before we get started, you can get some props if you want. You can either get a pillow off your couch or a pillow off your bed. As a matter of fact, we'll probably use a pillow off your bed. So if you want to get a pillow off your bed, or 2 pillows. This one here is actually, I think, 2 pillows into 1 pillowcase. We'll be using that during our Savasana, our relaxation posture at the end. And we have a few moments, so let's come into a comfortable seat. And we'll get ready. And we'll wait for a couple minutes here. I'm just checking my Facebook page, see whether it came up. Nothing came up. Oh, hopefully it's live. Let me ask my wife. Hey, Barb. She's in there. I'm going to start some music. Dear, you want to check your Facebook page, see whether it did come up? Because it's not showing up on my computer. Okay, we'll start some music. We still have 5 minutes to begin, so you can go ahead and get your props ready. Again, if you didn't hear me the first time, you can get a pillow off your bed. Actually, pillow off your bed, because we'll be using that during the end of class. Or you can use a pillow off the couch if you want. Or you can use a folded up towel. Or you can use a folded up blanket. Or if you got yoga block, you can use a yoga block. Let's see. You can use a yoga block if you like, if you have it. If not, you can use the pillow. Refresh that page. Hopefully you can hear my music and it's not too loud. I know last week I don't think anybody could hear my music. So we'll see how it goes this week. I got it up loud. I repositioned my microphone, so I think it's be okay to get my music or pick up the music and my voice both. Turn it down just a little bit. And we still have a few moments. Let some people gather. Hope everybody is doing well during this pandemic that we're having. Let's see. Get my quotes ready to read. I'll get my technology going here someday. 2 more minutes and then we'll begin. You can get your props. If anyone just showed up, you can use a couple props. Pillow off your bed is preferred because we'll be using that at the end of class. Or you can use a couple cushions off your couch if you like. We'll begin here a little bit. All right. I think it's close enough to begin. All right. If for people just joining us, my name is Terry. I'm a yoga instructor at the YMCA. This will be a yoga class that will be suitable for just about anybody. It ranges from beginner to moderate, somewhere in that range. Let's see. And I'll repeat it again. If props, we'll be using a pillow off the bed, or 2 pillows off the bed if you like, if they're not very big. Or you can use a couple cushions off your couch. And let's begin with our centering. Come into a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Start focusing on your breathing. Letting go of all the issues of the day. Just let them float out of your head. You can start deepening your breathing by doing a 3-part yoga breathing called Durga breathing. We do this by inhaling and exhaling out with the nostrils, if they're available to you. First filling up the belly, then the rib cage, and then the upper chest. And exhaling in reverse from the upper chest, and the rib cage, and finally the belly. Pulling in your belly button to squeeze out all the last smidgens of air to make room for our next breath. And we'll continue this breathing throughout our yoga practice this evening. I have a short quote to read to you. Please be gentle with your body. It loves you more than anyone or anything in this world. It fixes every cut, every wound, every broken bone, and fights off so many illnesses, sometimes without you even knowing about it. Even when you punish it, it is still there for you, struggling to keep you alive, keep you breathing. Your body is an ocean full of love, so please be kind to it. It's doing the very best it can. And that was from Nikita Gill. Okay. Let's add some motion to our breathing. We'll bring our hands out to the side, palms up. We'll inhale our hands overhead, reaching up towards the sky, reaching up as far as you can reach. And then on the top of your breath, turn the palms out and exhale your hands back down around. Bring your hands into prayer position in front of you. And inhaling your hands back overhead, reaching up as far as you can, really stretching up. And again, at the top of the breath, turn your hands down around. And we'll continue this breathing for a few more rounds. Then at the top of the next breath, we'll turn to the left. Exhaling your hands down. Left hand behind, right hand on left knee for easy side twist. On each inhale, lengthen your torso and crown up towards the sky. And on each exhale, try to go a little deeper into the twist. And inhale your hands back overhead, come through center, and we'll turn to the right. Exhaling your hands down, right hand behind, left hand on right knee for easy side twist on this side. Again, on each inhale, lengthen, and on each exhale, deepen. And inhale your hands back overhead. And bring your hands, exhaling your hands back down to the floor. Fingertips touching the floor. Arch your right hand over and grab by your ear. Gently pull your head sideways for a neck stretch. Then reach your right hand around, massage your neck and shoulder. And then we'll switch arms. Right fingertips come to the floor. Arch your left hand over, grab by your ear, and gently pull your head sideways for a neck stretch. And then reach your left hand around, massage your neck and shoulder. All right, we'll release that. And then we'll come to a seated position, legs extended out in front of us. Come into a sitting staff pose. Tall spine, reaching your head up towards the sky. And remember to breathe. Bring your hands overhead, really reaching up for the sky, making room between your vertebrae. Then we'll hinge forward for a seated forward bend. And it's okay to have your knees bent a little bit. And we'll just hold this for just a couple breaths. And then come back up. And I'll turn towards you so you can see. Extend your left leg out at an angle and bring the sole of your right foot to your inner thigh. Hands overhead. Again, reaching up, stretching out your back, making room between your vertebrae. We'll turn to the left towards our left foot and hinge forward towards our left foot for head to knee posture on this side. And again, we'll hold this for a couple breaths. And then come back up. Hands still overhead. We'll turn slightly to the right and we'll do a side bend towards our left leg or left foot. Reaching your right hand out for your left foot. Really stretching the quadratus laborum muscle. That's the muscle that runs up the side of our back. And then we'll come back up to sitting. And we'll change legs. Extend the right leg out at an angle and bring the sole of your left foot to your inner thigh. Again, hands overhead, reaching up, stretching out, making room between your vertebrae. And we'll turn to the right and hinge forward towards our right foot for head to knee posture on this side. And then come back up to sitting. And we'll turn slightly to the left. And we'll do a side bend towards our right foot. Stretching out your left hand, trying to reach out towards your right foot. Stretching the quadratus laborum muscle on this side. And then come back up to sitting. And bring the soles of your feet together into cobbler's pose. You can hold on to your ankles and use your elbows to press your knees down towards the floor as you're isometrically pulling your knees up into your elbows. This helps to relax the muscles in our legs. Then release your legs back down to the floor. And they should sink just a little bit more. Have a tall spine reaching up your head towards the sky. And then we'll come, keeping your feet in the same position. We'll come down onto our backs. Reach your hands overhead. Stretching out your hands away from your body. And then we'll raise our feet up towards the sky and our hands up towards the sky for a dead bug posture. And we'll just hold this for a couple of breaths. And then bend your knees, grab hold of your soles of your feet, and pull your knees down towards the floor for a happy baby posture. And you can rock side to side a little bit, massaging out your back. And then we can release them down to the floor. Have your feet flat on the floor, heels towards your tailbone, if your knees bent. Your hands, your arms by your side, palms down. We'll do some bridge warm-ups. We'll inhale our bottom up towards the sky. And exhale back down to the floor. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale up. And this time we'll hold. Work your shoulder blades in towards the center. And you can bring your hands in towards the center. Clasp your hands and press down into the floor. Pressing your torso up. Or your tailbone up towards the sky. And we'll hold this for a little bit. Without letting your tailbone drop, raise your right foot up towards the sky. And bring your right foot back down. And do it again on the left side. Raise your left foot up towards the sky. And bring your left foot back down to the ground. And we'll hold this for a couple more breaths. Okay, release your hands and exhale your body back down to the floor. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And then release your legs out. And we'll roll over onto our bellies. Have your elbows directly underneath your shoulders for Sphinx pose. Your feet are about mat width apart, tops pressed down. Use your elbows to pull your chest forward, looking up at the sky. Then lay down onto your belly, and you can make a pillow with your hands to rest your head on. And we'll do some belly breathing. As you breathe into your belly, you'll feel your body raising up towards the sky. This is a really good exercise for the diaphragm muscle. We very seldom think about exercising the diaphragm muscle, but yet it is one of the most important muscles in our body. Without the diaphragm muscle, we're able to breathe properly. And then stretch your arms out in front of you. Stretch your fingers out. Fingers are wide, gripping the floor. As you're gripping the floor, you're isometrically pulling your body forward towards your hands. Then slide your hands back a little bit. Still isometrically pulling your body up towards your hands. Your shoulders come down away from your ears. This is a modified cobra pose. And slide your hands back a couple more inches. Again, shoulders are down away from your ears. Your head is up towards the sky. Your abs are engaged. Your glutes are engaged. And if you can, slide your hands back a couple more inches. And then release down to the floor. Again, you can make a pillow with your hands, rest your head on. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet back and forth. Okay. And next we'll push up into a table position. Table position is on our hands and knees. And we'll do the cat-cow postures. The cat posture is like the Halloween cat with the back arched up towards the sky and head drooping down towards the belly. And the cow is with the belly sagging down towards the floor and head going up towards the sky. And to coordinate that with the breathing, we'll exhale into cat. Then inhale into cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cow. And continue a couple more rounds at your own pace. And then come into neutral spine. And next we'll do the bird dog postures. Bird dog is raising your right hand up towards the sky, raising your left hand up, like a bird pointing towards her dog pointing towards a bird. And then we'll bring the foot, raise up your foot up and down. And then we'll do elbow to knee. Bring your knee and elbow together. And stretch them back out. Bend your back knee and reach your right hand around, grab your ankle and kick into a crossbow. And release that. And come back into table position. And we'll do the other side, lifting your left hand and right leg up. And pulse your back leg up and down. And then we'll do elbow to knee again. Bring your knee and elbow together. And hold out. And bend your back knee and reach your left hand around, grab your ankle, and kick into a crossbow on this side. And release that. And come back into table. Spread your fingers wide. Tuck your toes under. And we'll push up into a downward facing dog. Since this is our first down dog for the day, let's do the walking the dog where we slowly bend one knee and then the other knee. And then extend both heels towards the ground, raising your tailbone up towards the sky, head drooping, hanging loosely between your arms. And we'll do the three-legged dog, raising your right foot up towards the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip to the side. Then swing your knee up towards your right hand. Your back knee can come down to the floor. Bring your foot as far forward as you want. We'll go into a posture, or pigeon posture. The farther forward you bring your foot, the more stretch you get. And you can stay up on your fingertips if you want. Or if you're able, you can come down onto your elbows. Or if you want even more of a stretch, you can come on down to the floor with your head. And whatever position you favor, we'll hold this for a few breaths. And just relax and breathe into the stretch. And then come up onto your fingertips, arching your back forward. And you can stay in this position if you want, or if you want to do a little bit more, you can bend your back knee and reach your right hand around and grab your ankle and kick into a crossbow, a pigeon crossbow. And you can look back over your shoulder. And release that. And we'll transition back to a downward facing dog. And we'll stay here for a couple breaths, let our legs equalize a little bit. And then we'll do a three-legged dog on the left. Raise your left foot up towards the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip to the side. And then we'll swing the left knee up towards our left hand. We'll come into pigeon posture on this side. Again, you can bring your left foot as far forward as you want for your stretch. The farther forward you bring your foot, the more stretch you get. You can stay up on your hands if you want. Come down onto your elbows. Or you can come on down to the floor. However much stretch you want. And just relax into the stretch and breathe. Doing the three-part yoga breathing. Breathing into the belly, rib cage, and upper chest. And then come back up to your hands. And you can come up on your fingertips, as a matter of fact, stretching your back up, or arching your back, looking up towards the sky. And if you stay in this posture if you want, or if you want to move on, you can bend your back knee, reach your left hand around, grab your ankle, and kick into a crossbow, looking back over your shoulder. And release that. And we'll transition back to a downward facing dog. And again, we'll hold this for a couple breaths till our legs equalize a little bit. And then we'll walk our feet towards our hands, come into a forward fold. Then you can bend your knees a little bit and round up to standing in Tadasana, mountain posture. Your feet are about hip width apart, parallel to each other. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Stretch your head, neck up towards the sky. Slight tuck in your chin. And we'll just hold this, let all the sensations of our posture sink in. Then roll one shoulder back and then the other shoulder. And change directions, roll your shoulders forward. Okay. Let's do a stretch. We'll scrunch our shoulders up towards our, bring your head down in towards your shoulders, settling it down in, really scrunching them up tight, really holding tight. You can even make a fist if you want. Really hold tight. Just don't hold your breath. Hold your muscles tight. And take a big breath in. And as you exhale, let out a big sigh and relax your muscles down. That feels so good. All right. I must confess that I have this tune in my head that I can't get out. So I'm going to have to say it or sing it or whatever to get it out of my head. And it's an old tune back from my childhood. Let's see if anybody can remember what TV show it was on. All right. We'll raise our hands up overhead. Bend and stretch. Reach for the stars. There goes Jupiter. Here comes Mars. Bend and stretch. Reach for the stars. Stand on tippy toes. Oh, so high. Oh, and that's basically all I can remember of the song. So if anybody remembers what it is, you can post on the face page what song it came, or what show it came from. That's a little trivia quiz. Okay, where am I now? Okay, let's have our feet wide apart on your mat, really wide apart, parallel to the ends of the mat. Hold your hands out into a starfish posture. Your ankles should be directly underneath your wrist. If you drop the plumb bulb down from your wrist, it should hit your ankles. That's how wide you should be. And reach your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers in the Yoga Mudra, lifting your hands away from your body. Then we'll bend our chin down to our chest. And we'll make a U motion with our head, stretching out our neck muscles. And then bring your head to center in the neutral position. And we'll bow forward, doing a wide-legged forward bend with Yoga Mudra. Your head approaches the floor and your hands approach the ceiling. Then release your hands, bring them to the floor in front of you. Jutting your tailbone way out behind you. And walk your hands over towards your left foot. Your right hand stays on your left foot. Raise your left hand up towards the sky for a twist. And bring your left hand down. Walk your hands back through center over to your right foot. Left hand stays on your right foot. Raise your right hand up towards the sky for a twist on this side. And bring your right hand to the floor. Walk your hands back through center. And we'll round up to standing. And take your right foot, make it go 90 degrees. Pick your left heel up. Hands out into a T position. Keep your knees straight. We'll do a triangle posture. Just lean out over your front leg, your right leg, and rotate your shoulders around and come into triangle posture. And looking up at your left hand, which is reaching up towards the stars. And come back up, standing. Bend your front knee. We'll come into Warrior Two posture. Looking out over your front hand. Your front knee's bent. Drop your left hand down to your leg. Arch your front hand over for Dancing Warrior. And come back up to Warrior Two. Bend your front elbow, bring it down to your knee. Drop your back hand down towards the floor and come up over your ear, turning your head sideways, or looking sideways. Come into extended angle. And then bring back up into Warrior Two posture. Straighten your. And we'll rotate the feet around. We'll do the other side. Your left foot goes 90 degrees. Pick your right heel up, let it drift back a little bit. We'll come into a triangle posture. Knees are straight. Lean out over your left leg and just rotate your shoulders around, looking up at your right hand. And we'll bend the front knee. We'll come into Warrior Two posture. Looking out over your front hand. Drop your back hand down to your leg. Arch your front hand over for a dancing warrior. And come back up to Warrior Two. Bend your front elbow, bring it down to your knee. Drop your back hand down towards the floor. Come up over your ear for extended angle. And push into your front leg. We'll come up, straighten your legs, and walk your feet in together. And again, we'll come into Tadasana, mountain posture. And stand. Okay, that's everybody. Come to the back of your mat. And we'll take a big step forward with the right foot. Bending your front knee so that your knee is right over your ankle. Take a minute to square your hips off to the front. Then raise your hands overhead for Warrior One posture. And bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers in the Yoga Mudra, lifting them away from your body. Bow forward over your front leg for Humble Warrior. And push into your front leg. Come up, release your hands. Bring them back overhead. And either hop or step your back foot up. We'll come into a Warrior Three posture, balancing. Some people call this standing stick. If you've got a prop there, you can hold on to a prop, a chair or couch, whatever, or you can just hold your hands out. Then land back down on your back foot. And we'll do the other side. Step back to the back of the mat. And stand in Tadasana. And take a big step forward with your left foot. Make sure your knee is underneath your heel. Your knee is over your ankle. Take a minute, square your hips off to the front. Raise your hands overhead for Warrior One posture on this side. And bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers in the Yoga Mudra. Lift them away from your body and bow forward over your front leg for Humble Warrior. And push into your front leg. Release your hands. Come back up into Warrior One posture. Either step or hop your back foot up into Warrior Three posture, standing stick. Your legs should be parallel to the floor. And step back. Come back down, bring your feet down, and come back into Tadasana, mountain posture. And we'll do a little fore or wrist stretch. Bring your hands out in front of you, palms together, and then we'll just roll our wrist around, really stretching out the wrist. And remember to go both directions. And then we'll do a forearm stretch. Hold your hand out, arm out, palm up, and let your fingers look towards the floor and pull your fingers back, stretching out your forearms. And you can roll your arms around, trying to get a real good stretch there. And we'll do the other side. Hand out, fingers down, pull your fingers back. Okay, let's come down onto our backs next. Have your pillow, one of your pillows ready or handy. Get a drink here. And come down onto your backs. Have a pillow handy. And we'll do a supported half shoulder stand. You can bring your heels up towards your tailbone. Raise your tailbone up, and you can put a pillow underneath your tailbone, between your tailbone and lower back. And hands can go out to the side. And just raise your feet up towards the sky. These inversion postures like this half shoulder stand are really good for calming down the body. It allows the blood to flow down back into our bodies. If you're on your feet all day, the blood kind of pools in your legs, and this really helps the blood to come back into your body. Then extend your legs out at an angle as far as you can. And a couple of breaths. And we'll squeeze the leg tightly. This works the lymph nodes in the groin area, helping to drain the lymph out of our legs. Extend your legs back out into a V. And squeeze them back together again tightly. And relax your legs. And very carefully bring them back down to the floor. Raise your hips, remove your pillow, and set your pillow to the side. Keeping your knees bent, we'll cross the right leg over the left, like you're sitting in a chair, hands out in a T position, and we'll let the knees drop over to the left for a twist. And we'll just take a couple breaths here. And if you want, you can even make some big circles with your right arm. Bring your legs back to center and one cross them, and we'll cross them the other way. Cross the left over the right this time. Hands are still out in T position. Let your knees drop over to the right this time for a twist on this side. And again, you can make some big round circles with your left arm. And remember, go both directions. And bring your knees back to center. Uncross your knees. And we'll do the fish posture. I like to come into a fish posture, but come up into a seated position and sit on your hands, palms down towards the floor. Work your elbows in towards the center and lay back onto your elbows and really open your chest up. And bring your head back at the last moment. You keep your head forward for now, leaning back, and slowly bring your head back if it's okay with your neck. And so just hover your head right above the floor, so you'd be able to reach or bring a sheet of paper between your head and the floor. All the weight is in your elbows. There's no weight at all on your head. And press into your elbows and bring your body back down to the floor. All right, we'll get ready for our Savasana posture. For our Savasana posture on this time, we'll do a supported posture. Take your pillow from your bed, or if you don't have your bed pillow, you can use a couple cushions off your couch. And bring it up to your tailbone, and you might need an extra pillow behind there if you have a long body, and just lay back over the pillow, and the second pillow you can rest your head on, and your hands come out to the side like regular Savasana, and just relax down. Close your eyes, let your breathing return to normal. And I have another quote to read to you. This is from Thich Nhat Hanh. Breath is the bridge which connects life to consciousness, which unites your body to your thoughts. Whenever your mind becomes scattered, use your breath as a means to take hold of your mind again. Again, that was by Thich Nhat Hanh. And just let your body relax. And listen to the sounds of the singing bowls. please be gentle with your body. It loves you more than anyone or anything in this world. It fixes every cut, every wound, every broken bone, and fights off so many illnesses, sometimes without you even knowing about it. Even when you punish it, it still is there for you, struggling to keep you alive, keep you breathing. Your body is an ocean full of love, so please be kind to it. It's doing the very best it can. Start making some slight movements with your fingers and toes. And rolling over onto your side into a fetal type position. And then when you're ready, pushing up into a seated position. And in honor or in gratitude for our practice, in honor of each and every one of us, we'll say namaste together. Breath in, namaste. And thank you all so much for viewing this video. Stay safe and stay healthy. Until we meet again next Tuesday. Well, this is the end. Thank you very much.